It's very good to be with you today, Northland Baptist Church, to share a devotion from the book of Luke. Today we're going to specifically be in Luke chapter 21. Jesus here is teaching his people, and he's talking about a bunch of future things that are going to happen. He starts by talking about the destruction of the temple in verse 5, and then he goes on to talk about wars and persecutions that are coming up. And then he goes on to talk about the destruction of Jerusalem. And then in verse 25, he changes his tone to something that's going to come much later, and it's the coming of the Son of Man. As we know, we're in Easter season. We're talking about the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But we know the story doesn't end there. As we read on in the Bible, we see that Jesus ascended into heaven, and he's going to come back one day for his people. Read with me in verse 27. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to take place, straighten up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. So Jesus is coming back. This is a good thing for us, believer. It means the day of our redemption is drawing near. And so he's telling the people, one day the Son of Man is going to come back, and you're going to see him in the clouds. So that's a reality that he gives us. And then he gives us a warning. As we go down to verse 34 here, it's a warning that was great in that day, and it's a warning that's great for us in 2021. Read with me. But watch yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and the cares of this life, and that day come upon you suddenly like a trap. For it will come upon all who dwell upon the face of the earth. And so we see here that this is going to be a worldwide event. Jesus' return will be a worldwide event. And it's very easy for the people of the day and for us, for our hearts to be distracted, for the ones that we love who don't know Jesus, to be distracted with either sinful behaviors, like it says here, drunkenness, or anxieties of the day, cares of the world, political upheavals. All those different things can distract us. But we know the truth. We know that Jesus died on the cross for us. He bared the weight of our sin on his shoulders so that we can live eternally if we trust and believe in him. And that is the gospel message that we preach to the world today. Don't be distracted by the things of the world, by sin, but trust in the hope of our Savior, Jesus Christ. And what's the goal of this? The goal of this, if you go down to verse 36, is that we can one day stand before the Son of Man and hear those words that we long to hear. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Not, depart from me, for I never knew you. It's been a pleasure to share this devotion with you today. I hope you come back tomorrow to learn more from Luke 22.